Okay, give us your roll, Frosty, for the intimidation. Okay, now this is a side that some of you have seen from Vern in the past, but this isn't Vern's best show. So it's still a success, and we get a willpower from the orderly to resist. All I know is that the director is speaking with Wormwood at the moment. The Dr. Wormwood. He's probably not going to be finished in any time soon. So they're just having their conversation right now. It's a very important conversation.
Vern will take a deep breath and... okay, fine. Sorry about that.
And the orderly will be on his way, and everyone would get the chance to disperse. Was there anything anybody wanted to do? Trooper Griffin apparently wants Commithar Jethro. And Jess, that character you're asking about will show up, don't you worry. So Jethro and Griffin are going off to do their own private thing. Does anyone want to follow them?
Nah.
How do you spell cognac?
C-O-N-G-A-C, I believe.
Oh, fuck that. That's a stupid word. I was going to emote that Havelock is just going to go and get plastered on gin and cognac. If cognac's that fucking stupid to say, it'll be whiskey.
Cognac is not hard to say.
Sorry.
It's hard to write.
I got the N and the G reversed. It's cognac.
That's bloody silly. If he ever steals a bottle of cognac, he'll just leave it on the floor. No, not even try and palm it off. Just, cognac? Oh, fuck's sake. Here, rats, go nuts.
Cognac.
That's why they call it Amasek in the 40K universe.
Cognac sounds like a barbarian. I am Cognac the barbarian.
It's not
G
cognac. It's cognac. Cognac.
It's French. Yeah.
French.
Oh.
Next you'll be saying that it's pronounced. Next you'll be saying it's pronounced Pinot Grigio, not Pinot Grigio.
Yes. You're saying it's wrong.
In any event, we can bring the first day to a close, I believe. I wonder what Griffin's up to exactly. But will the commissar follow Griffin as he follows the orderly? Jess? Will the commissar follow Griffin as Griffin follows the orderly? Okay, both of you will need to do your move silent and concealment rolls. Okay, the commissar's pretty good at this. And so is the trooper. Bravo, you two. I will roll the awareness, however, in private. So, okay. If you want to tell me in private why you're following him, Wild Bam, go ahead and send me a message in TeamSpeak, and I'll share with you and Jess what might be revealed from that. Bo Bob Frosty, I saw you were both typing something a moment ago.
I am still.
Okay. Super Vern with hug roll. Surprise Vern with hug roll before day ends roll. I see.
During the evening, Vern would be, asking the nurses and orderlies who are around to basically, do they know why the group session was cancelled?
Okay, I'm just going to first tell Jess.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. Be happy.
Okay, Jess, I just sent you something in talks. So, Vern, the nurses and orderlies will give you a picture of what's going on. Basically, Wormwood has been overstepping his boundaries quite a lot lately and pissing people off more than usual in the administrative side of things. And today he apparently found out that the construction workers poured the rockcrete further north than what he personally apparently seemed to believe that the room should be. And it, came to be revealed to him that the administrator decided the building should be built closer to the existing buildings. It doesn't make sense to have it an extra 24 meters south when all the other buildings and all the other materials are closer. It's just like OCD or something. And it really, Wormwood may have been with this facility for years, but that doesn't give him the excuse to dictate administrative details. And not only that, but we understand that Wormwood is a psychiatrist, and he's supposed to be an expert on personalities of the patients. But the head of staff, the director, and the head nurse all agree it clearly wasn't an intelligent move telling a nurse to patronize the Lord General. And apparently the Wormwood defended himself by suggesting that it needed to be done to try and break Cossack out of his stupor, to try and encourage him to fight back against the inequity of his present situation. And they'll all sort of have shouted him down, saying, that's the sort of thing we'd expect to be done for Commissar Jethro Hardings. But the general has no issue with repressed rage. His issue is an abundance of rage without repression. This is going to be the last straw for your career here. If anything else of this magnitude takes place, you can kiss your tenure goodbye. And this was a very loud kind of shouting match that several of the orderlies and the nurses overheard bits and pieces of. And Vern, having asked around enough, developed a pretty clear picture of what took place.
Okay. Fair enough. That's all Vern will do. Notable.
Okay. All right. And so the evening will close and the next day will come around. And you are actually going to be, Red Scale's going to be up all night, and so is What's His Nuts, Churgeon Saw, and there is going to be a great deal of hoopla going on, and basically the orderlies and the nurses have the facility on lockdown in the morning.
The fuck? 6 drunk.
Block. It's a shame we don't have Joe here just yet, but we'll have to discuss that later. Now, building is on lockdown, so I'm just going to grab some tokens and throw them over here very awkwardly. There's more people I need to throw. No, not Nurse Maria. She doesn't matter.
That's just rude. I'm sure she matters to someone.
How dare you?
Okay, so all the crazy people are going to be kept in the minimally monitored patient housing, but all entrances and exits are presently locked down, basically. But be calm. Don't worry about it. The administration are looking into things. Now, who are you asking, Vern?
Well, the people who are keeping the lockdown on.
Okay. They're not going to be able to give you any answers. Are you going to continue asking maybe your fellow peers?
They're crazy. They don't know shit.
You sure?
So I'll have you know, I'm not crazy. I'm simply bored.
I was speaking generally. At
Boba,
least this guy...
Sorry, go ahead. Boba was just highlighting his token a lot for some reason.
And I was making the point. Sorry, not all of you are crazy. Just this guy at least is
okay.
Point over shoulder.
Okay. In any event, Vern, are you really just giving up as the orderlies don't give you any answers?
Well, I don't see how these people would know, since I assume we have some sort of curfew.
Not exactly a curfew. I mean, after all, you've got an insomniac as one of the patients.
Yeah, but I don't think they will let the people just wander around during the night.
Yeah, there's no rule against it. It's just they're generally discouraged from doing so. And if they happen to do so, they usually have orderlies in various grouping sizes following them.
Well, then, is Saul here? Saul?
Yes, Saul will be. Actually, give me a roll to see if you can locate him quickly and easily. Welcome back, Joe. And
nope.
All right. So, Joe, real quick question for you. Would you go inside during the night, or would you stay with your garden after somebody potentially tracked their feet through it in the middle of the night?
An event like that, yeah, he'd be outside.
All night, trying to make sure his garden is beautiful and delightful?
As long as the weather isn't utterly unbearable.
Oh, no, the weather's excellent here.
Then, yeah. He'd have a little hammock.
So, looking around, it'll take you some time to figure out where Saw is, but as you look around, you realize that you've accounted for everybody, even Red Scale, but not Rain. The crazed gardener.
Interesting.
Indeed. And eventually you'll find Saw, and in fact, Red Scale will be there speaking to him as you approach. And as you approach, she is going to have to willpower. She looks incredibly twitchy, but she waits to see what you're going to do. So their tokens are down here if you want to move towards them.
I noticed. No, that wouldn't be. Oh,
is the Unbounceable really following
away.
Vern around?
Vern needs friend.
So, as soon as Vern would notice Ogar following him, he would turn around and tell him, "Get the fuck away from my face!" Intimidate.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, it's not writing. Oh, okay. Still
I think I-
morning throat. It's still like, get the fuck out. Damn it.
And just before you tell me what you're doing about Bob Griffin, are you suggesting you want to sneak outside of the lockdown area or sneak around inside trying to find out what your fellow patients are doing? That would be incredibly risky, but if you want to make the attempt, we can figure that out. But in the meantime, Hogar, what are you doing to Vern when he's away from me?
Tapping him on the back and then just stepping up about 5 meters, just following, just making sure he has Ogre around in case he needs Ogre.
Out of character, I will shove a goddamn spork down your spine. So, Vern will get to the saw and, well, Red Skill is there, so he's not going to really pay much attention to Red Skill, but more to the saw. So, since you don't sleep much, I figure you know what's going on.
Sar will look to Red Scale. Red Scale will look back and forth between Castus and Saw, saying, "I didn't tell him. Maybe he knows. Oh my, you know too much." And she'll get up. She'll point an accusing finger at Vern and get right up in his face, saying, "What do you know?"
We're all locked in here, inside our, this housing area. Of course I know that there's something going on. I'm not stupid.
Sar will kind of say, yeah, Red Scale. I think we should tell him what we saw. Why is everybody all of a sudden here?
Crazy flies over the crazy honey.
I mean, yes, Ogar has been following things. But yeah, after that, Red Scale will point to Ogar. And what's he doing here?
He thinks he's a lost puppy. I can't get rid of him, so maybe someone else could.
Puppies, she'll say, cracking her knuckles. Intimidate roll. Dan. Apparently, she hurts herself cracking her knuckles.
Oh God, don't you ever feel you're unwanted? Because this is one of those moments.
But in
Bob?
character?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's in character.
I was you'd be surprised. He just goes back to just bouncing in place.
Well, willpower from Red Scale, I think. Oh, no.
Now to confirm, and we will have fun.
I think if any corn is confirmed like that, it should be... what's his name? The crazy general who reacts rather than Red Scale.
The crazy general is kept elsewhere. He's kept in a different building.
Well, I didn't do this.
Yeah, well, Red Scale basically is
Tackling.
going to beat the shit out of Ogar. apparently failing miserably.
Slap, 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 slap.
All right. Well, that's taking place. Zar will come up to Vern, grab his arm, and say, "You and I need to speak privately right now."
Okay, I will follow.
And the conflict between Jethro,
I will
Redscale,
actually-
and Ogar. Oh, sorry.
I will actually try to do silent moves so people won't
Nope.
notice us.
There's enough of a distraction right now with the three of them that you're good. But yeah, so Saw will take you aside, and he's constantly got headaches, so he's pushing a hand against his head, and he says, "I was awake when I saw the person running back to the offices. There's been a murder. There's been a murder, and I think I heard them say that it was Foreman Marshall who they found dead."
I just.
I wasn't sure if I was maybe a little sleep deprived, maybe I didn't hear things right. But then Redscale came to me. She said she saw that I saw, and then she and I talked, and it happened. The Foreman Marshall is dead, and so I can't be sure, and Redscale can't confirm this part, but I think I saw the orderlies taking Rain into the building. But I mean, maybe it wasn't Rain. It kind of looked like Rain, but it was dark out. I can't be sure. The orderlies had flashlights, torches, but torch as in the British word for flashlight.
I know.
Okay.
Well. Well, if the foreman has done anything stupid with the flowers, then I wouldn't be surprised if Rain did something. But who knows? So because of that, we're all locked in here. Just great.
That's what I'm thinking happened.
Oh. Just bloody great.
Okay, so armed with this knowledge, is Vern going to do anything in particular?
Not in this situation, not yet. I mean, we're locked in the patient room. No, there's nothing Vern could do at this point.
Okay.
At least I don't think.
Okay. So, time will eventually go by, and the rest of you, little by little, will eventually hear various versions of what went down. The most prevalent story being that Rain killed the foreman for stamping on the petunias. How many of you...
Unless someone wakes me up, I'm going to be sleeping until midday.
Well, the fact that the orderly showed up in the early morning saying, "We cannot allow you to leave." Whatever.
No, I was happily alcoholically sleeping. So about midday, I'd be like, oh, jeez, sorry, throw in my head. Oh, God. Bring me the boy, give me some water. Fuck.
Well, they would serve the water as ordered. But even by midday, your good friend, the Hive Governor, would say, "Oh, did you hear? That Rain fellow went and committed murder."
Murder? Are you sure?
Well, that's what they're saying, but you know how unstable that Rain fellow is.
Murder, you say?
Murder? Most foul, no less.
How very common.
Yes, this is rather mundane of them, isn't it?
Well, I suspected him to be a bit more of a gentleman, if I'm quite honest. I'm rather disappointed.
Well, perhaps it was a gentlemanly dispute. Perhaps it was more of a, By George, it's been so long since I've had one. An honorable duel. Yes, perhaps it was an honorable duel. I think I should have myself an honorable duel. Oh, who should I duel with, though? Oh, it's been so long.
At the mention of Mabel's honorable duel, he'll give him a raised eyebrow look like, really? Honorable? Look at him. He's basically homeless.
Oh, yes, I suppose you're right. Well,
I often am, yet you're always surprised.
Well, perhaps it's more that I just wish to give you the impression that I'm surprised, because it will elevate your spirits so much more than to be, oh ho hum, you're right again.
There's definite merit in what you're saying.
Yes.
Spending all the time gets awfully boring.
But yeah, so basically rumors have circulated among the inmates, and because of that, eventually there will be an official statement issued by the head of staff, basically stating that there has been an incident in which the foreman marshal of the construction crew lost his life. This is nothing to be alarmed of or worked up over. We will attend to the issue presently, and we do not wish any of you to become stressed or concerned with these matters. Please do be aware that the situation is not severe, and there is nothing for any of you to be personally concerned with. And Vern, how do you react to this?
Well, this is peculiar. They just say that there's been murder. Don't panic. Don't fret.
No, we didn't say murder. We said there's been a tragic loss of life. It was a construction site.
Okay. Yeah, I'm interested. I have a plan here already forming in my head.
Okay, so as you form that plan, is anybody else going to be doing anything stupid and or potentially reactionary?
Stupid? Why, certainly. In this situation, no.
Well, of course, Ogar wants to talk to Vern. But did anyone want to actually sneak out? I believe Griffin was going to attempt that. Okay. So if nobody else wants to declare anything, then yes, Ogar will be able to track down Vern.
Vern, I need to tell you something.
What is it?
I'm pregnant.
Lady.
It's yours.
Lady V?
Lady V wants me to tell you that it was a murder and that she needs you to make sure you do your job.
Really now?
Yes.
Is that so?
Yes.
Vern will just walk away.
No, go ahead and move your token.
So are we allowed to leave?
Eventually, but did anyone else want to do anything else before lockdown was lifted? Oh, I'm receiving a message in TeamSpeak. Oh. Jess, I'm not sure this is... Why is Zinc so upset with people urinating in the ocean, I wonder? But in any event, Jess, was the Commissar going to do anything before lockdown was lifted? Okay. And, well, then... where is... Right. Someone is giggling.
Bobo.
Is it nothing significant, or?
It was just
Probably.
me looking at the. I was looking at the ocean image.
Mhm.
Just
Okay. So I'm just sending a quick message to one of the players in private. So somebody please take this opportunity to go bug Vern.
And oh god,
Fuck.
you've used all of your tokens to bug Vern.
But I have an all-day pass.
No, you've used all of them. I mean, you can try. Something might happen. Basically, Bobo, I'm telling you, I dare you. I fucking dare you.
Olga is just trying to help Vern.
Well, the lockdown's still in effect. You're not allowed to leave to go check on the sister, Jess. Okay, so what is Jethro going to do? And Joe, where is my private messages? I guess I'll send them to you in talks.
Quite.
Nope, sorry. So the commissar says, so Mr. Cassis, I mean, I understand people are on edge, but is it just me, or have people been more violent as of late here? I mean, really, first the library, then this? You said quite?
Yeah, I mean, then again, having so many people who have aggression issues, this is probably not unheard of, but yeah, in so short time span, yeah, this is a little bit, not even a little bit, this is somewhat an escalation. So I would agree, it's quite of an... Well, it is something that I wasn't expecting.
It's rather strange, spooky if you ask me, and sorry, I was might have been a little out of timing there with reading that out loud. Perhaps I should hire Fungi to do the reading of Jess's dialogue.
Can if you don't mind.
Well, there you go.
This is supposed to be a place of... It's infectious. This is supposed to be a place of peace, calm serenity.
You tell me. But as long as Olga's here, that's not going to be true.
You're blaming Ogar for the murder. Excellent.
No, not blaming. I'm just saying that this place is not peaceful or calm serenity when he's around.
Oh, he's mostly harmless.
Yes, but annoying, nonetheless. That takes out all the peaceful serenity there is.
Hey, at least he isn't chomping at the bit wanting to shoot all of us. He says as he thumbs over towards the other commissar.
True. Got that. At least. So, what kind of a story did you hear? Awkward silence.
Story? Well, not much if I'm honest. Just what that lasted before she attacked Ogar. I suppose what we all need is a good old-fashioned cup of recaf. Perhaps. Vern, you're a crafty fellow. Think you can help me convince the sisters to get us some ploin juice? The fuck is ploin juice?
That's
I've
what I'm.
heard of. I've heard of it before on 40k setting, but I don't know what it means exactly. Is it basically just prune juice, Jess? Or is it more alcoholic? Is it the narcotic stuff? It might be the narcotic one. High-end juice, basically, no noble, non-alcoholic drink. It could be elk.
Could be alcoholic.
But it's popular with nobles, you're saying.
Well, you're asking a wrong person. Yeah. You've seen me. I don't really work with people. Well, don't work well with people, rather. I think your chances are better by yourself.
Just trying to lighten the mood, dear chap. Too much anger has been going about.
That is what I agree on. We're supposed to be getting better.
Actually, he will start as he glances around. Mind joining me for a moment over here, Vern? Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Sure, why not? It's not like we're getting anywhere here. So I will follow the commissar to the dark, dim corner where he will murder me.
I was about to say all of a sudden, blam, heresy! But I don't think it's going to happen.
Okay, Jess, talks on my end has disconnected, so I hope that you got my message but well, you said tomorrow, and then I sent a message after tomorrow. You sent a message that said tomorrow. After that message, I sent a short paragraph. Okay. No, that won't be until after the lockdown is lifted. Oh, okay. Then, sorry, yeah, there's a slight miscommunication. But yeah, Jess still says you're disconnected. Oh, now you're back on Talks. Okay. Maybe we should just do the chatting in TeamSpeak. Just for stability's sake. But, right. So anybody else want to do anything before the lockdown gets lifted?
Yes, I'll have the boy fetch me some more Amasec.
Fair enough. All right.
I'm just yes?
Sorry, what was that?
I'm just basically waiting the lockdown to be lifted.
Where the hell did you guys go?
We are still down here.
Vern. Okay. I lost sight of where Vern went. All right, Vern. Mason Wright McCall will actually be rather frantic after you're done your meeting with Jethro and reveal a blueprint for, well, roll intelligence. Okay, it looks like a really confusing labyrinthine structure, like completely and utterly nonsensical building that, you know, even you who has no training with the right skill, the trade skill for right, you can say this building doesn't make sense. This is totally confusing nonsense.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, God. Well, out of character, I possibly know what he has drawn. Possibly.
What are you thinking out of character?
A little thing called Chinz's labyrinth, or the maze.
Well, you do have heretical knowledge. If you want to open your mind...
I just used a good roll there. Risk it for the biscuit.
Oh, just before you hit enter, if you roll any 6s, 7s, 8s, or 9s, there is the risk of further insanity.
I'm aware. Like I said, risk it for the biscuit.
Okay. That's an 8.
Oh.
Alrighty. Give me a willpower roll, or you will suffer 1 corruption point.
No, Vern has 0 fate.
You shouted no very loudly there.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
Just wondering if there was something in particular.
No.
Now, of course, I'm just seeing with your combination of Dark Soul and Flagellant, should I give you any sort of bonuses? Not really.
Not even that high, at least.
Yeah, you're going to have to improve that willpower score. You want to get away from it.
I've already started.
You are now at 9 corruption.
Yeah, I'll have a headache after watching that drawing.
So yeah, basically you take a look at this and in your mind you're like, oh my god, he's drawing pictures of Zinch's Labyrinth. And you're like suddenly having flashes of, you know, before your cleansing took place with all those horrible things that happened to you before you got your nice 14-year vacation.
Uh-huh. Yeah, at this point, Vern's just going to not forcefully push, but push the drawing aside a little bit and take his hand on his forehead and temple, just rub because it's throbbing now.
Before the Mason Wright can push the document forward again, there will be another announcement saying the lockdown has been lifted and you will now be able to go about your daily routine. We apologize for the inconvenience. All demerits which were previously in effect will have been removed, and all you may once again enjoy the full benefits of your time here at the facility. And Rain, that includes you. Okay, so once again, just to speed things along a little, because we are running short on time, if each of you could just tell me real quick if there's something significant you want to do, and Vern, well, they're discussing these in their own heads in private with me. What are you up to?
Well, I have 3 main objectives to do. 1,
Okay.
find Rain and speak to him, or at least try. 2, if I don't find Rain as I'm walking outside towards the garden, I will check the garden and see basically if anything is completely trampled. And 3rd, would I know where they would keep a dead body?
Yes, there are medical facilities where they would likely place the dead body.
Mm-hmm. But that comes later. I need to sneak in there later.
Okay. So, Rain, would you immediately go back to your garden?
He'd try, yes.
All right. So, Vern, go ahead and meet Rain out at the garden.
Why don't... Okay. Misclicked. Nope. Where is...
Well, the rest of you can go ahead and move your tokens to the locations that you'd like them to be. Within reason, of course. All right. Now to give Joe a chance to have some fun tonight.
Uh-huh.
Vern, Joe? Frosty,
He's currently watering.
I'm doing a awareness roll to see if I see anything completely out of order in the garden, since he's been meticulous keeping it up. So I assume if there was,
Indeed.
somebody walking through the garden, we could still see it in some prospect.
Yes.
Can't see shit.
It's a garden. There's 1,000 flowers. It's way more than you could count.
Yeah. So Vern would come towards where Rain's. Did you say he was watering the plants?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He would come closer and check your handiwork.
Halt.
Yeah.
Step back.
Fine. I was just watching you work.
Too close.
Sorry.
There will be orderlies, more than usual, positioned around the garden. None of them are close to the garden, but they're positioned around the garden.
Vern's looking at the flowers, not directly to Rain, as he asks. I don't suppose you would know what happened last night.
No.
Not at all.
No.
You see, I heard some fascinating rumors, but I don't know. I don't think they're true. Any reaction?
Not really.
You see, well, some people think that you got pissed off at the foreman for some reason and decided to shank him.
Yes and no.
So you're saying you got pissed off at him?
Yes.
Huh.
Too close.
Yes. Your flowers, they're nice to look at.
They help me.
So
Awkward
you,
silence.
so you don't know what happened last night?
No.
Actually, give me a roll, please, Joe. Oh. Okay. Well, where's my chat with Joe? All right.
Welcome back, Will.
Yeah, did you get that message, Joe?
Yep. Yes.
Go on.
Wormwood.
Huh. That's all Vern will say. Huh. Well then, it was very nice to chat with you. Keep up the good work. Well, fuck it. And Vern will just walk away.
Do not stray from the path.
No. Your flowers are fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, I didn't actually finish drawing it on the map, but yes, there would be paved path leading.
Yeah,
You know,
Vern
I'm
would walk it.
gonna finish drawing this real quick, so you guys will actually know where these freaking paths are.
Yeah, well, to save some time, Vern would follow another path, if there's multiple, to back to the inside the house.
Okay.
Unless the what's it called? The medical center is somewhere else.
Sorry, the medical center would be in the main building.
Okay, good. And then he would go back inside. And okay.
Okay.